Hello everybody, it's Tanya from Dolly Day's Nursery, and today is Make It Monday. Okay, so what you see here is these surgical style masks, and of course there is a shortage on masks, so I decided to try to make them. And I have some orders for them, so that's what I'm doing today, and I thought, well, maybe I'll share that all with you. So they're reversible, they're reversible, they're washable, and as long as you use two different fabrics, well, you know, you can have two different prints. So there's adults and there's children's. I just adjusted the measurements for the children's size, so those are my own measurements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to show you the measurements, and we'll do the process here. So that's basically what it's like once it's sewn, and I iron it out and fold it. Basically, fold the top and the bottom first, like that. Not so easy to do if it's not pinned. Here we go. There it is. I usually pin first. And there is a little, there's a little spot where I left open to turn it from being inside out. So this one is adult size. And basically it's 9 by 9 long on the finished product, really. So you need your seam as well, and 7. So 9 by 7. So I just add like a 1/4 to 1/2 inch to allow for the seams. And then, of course, if you have to have your elastic, and for adult size, the elastic is 7 inches for each side. So basically 14 inches, and then you can cut that in half. I'm basically using what I could get my hands on. There's a lot of people making these masks right now. So you want to put your fabric wrong sides together, because you'll turn it inside out once you finish sewing around. And you want to pin on your elastic first. And basically I put about 1/2 inch away from the edge. And it's going to pull a bit because the elastic is shorter than the width of the fabric. And then you just pin your top piece. I really only pin it until I get it under the sewing machine, because I usually take out that pin to start with anyway. So we do both sides. Out of 1/2 meter, I got 10 adult size, well, one side, so 1 meter would do it for 10 for both sides if you were doing it all with one fabric. Of course, if you're doing 2 different fabrics, like this one here, you'd need 1/2 meter of each kind. It almost looks like more, but it is 1/2 inch. And I do my seam, and it so when I sew that, it ends up right to the edge of where the elastic is. So when it's turned inside out, those elastic straps are right in the corners. So it's and this is the children's size. So all the same process, only this one is 5. Which is 6 foot. Six by 7 3/4. So really, but that gives space for your seam. So as you can tell, I'm doing voiceover. This is the first time I've done this. The elastic for the children's is 5 inches, whereas adults is 7 inches. So yeah, there was a lot going on with the news and everything on. We don't want to miss anything. And all my sewing equipment is right there in the living room where the TV is, so I figured I would do the voiceover. So for the children's, you still basically do the same thing. You give the same space for your elastic so that it allows for your seam. And the other thing is when you sew, you have to back stitch back over your elastic to make sure that it that the stitches doesn't give away. So I'm going to do an adult size mask and a children's size. After I cut the fabric, those were pre-cut, so after I cut the fabric, I iron it with the steam iron, and pretty much throughout the process, I think basically I ironed the mask about 4 times, so now it's time to go sew. Let's go. Here we are. And you wouldn't want to be hearing my sewing machine. I usually start with the short side where the elastic needs to be fastened on. So there goes the first pin. I got a fright when I was doing this. I waited too long to take out the next pin, and it literally went flying. Oh, there it is. And Harley is up on the couch behind me, and all I was envisioning was this needle going flying through the air and hitting him. Didn't though. Pretty much I don't even take the needle out of the fabric while I'm doing this. Just leave my needle in and pivot, and except where you have to leave that about a 2-inch space on the bottom to turn the fabric. I did 10 yesterday for a local store for the staff there, and basically it took me about 2 hours to do the 10, but that was measuring and cutting and pre-pinning and then sewing and then finishing them up. So So that's where I left the about 2-inch. There we go. So that one's ready to be turned. I know it's a little bit of a long video, but of course it's, you know, showing the process of making these masks. I'm trying to get this right. There's like a static in it. It's really uncertain times for everybody right across the globe. And of course these medical masks are in short supply. So people are taking to making their own masks. And they're safe to use. At least they are washable, and you can use them and just toss them in the washer and wash them out. And you have the option of flipping them over and having a different design for another day. So I hope you're all staying well and safe. I know sometimes the hardest thing to do is sit and do nothing, or stay home and do nothing. But it really is the best thing right now for everyone everywhere. Space. And I backstitch when I start and finish every time. Even though once I turn them and fold them, it all gets sewn around again, but I don't like to take any chances. So there we go. That's a children's size. Now we have to get back to the ironing board. So there's the opening right here, and you just turn it. As you can see there, the corners is right where the elastic comes out. You tuck in your opening there for when you sew around. And now it's just iron. You just want to iron iron both sides. And then I like to fold the pleats while the fabric is still hot. Almost too hot to touch. I do it. There's your first pleat there. Second pleat. So basically the same size. And then you pin it up. And then I iron the sides. And now you sew around all the edges. And that will look after this whole thing here. I don't know if you can tell when I'm stopping the voiceover, but I end up getting into a fit of coughing. So you can see there the corners where the elastic comes out through. So it's all the same thing, you just iron, make your pleats. I sure didn't think this was going to be my next project, making these surgical style masks. You just never know how things are going to turn in our world. Kitty ones are so cute. So the next thing now we go back and there we are. This is where it gets a little bit difficult, I think, on my sewing machine. Because the fabric now is so much thicker. Oh, there goes Harley. with all those folds. But I'm getting a lot of compliments on these masks. I've gone to the grocery store and I have at work as well. And of course I work in home care. So I'm in someone else's home. I have asthma and I do cough a lot. Not only now. I can easily say probably the 10 or 10 and a half months of the year I have a cough. So people feel better, I think, to know that I have that mask on. And then I can throw it in the washer and wash it out. So that one's done. Just pull out the pins.
Of course, it doesn't include pharmacies and groceries. There is a list on the government site that breaks it down exactly what needs to close and what can remain open. Of course, we'll go further into some of these details as they
And there you go. I'll iron that again now before it's done. You see me pulling the thread, and that's because I hope the needle to, and I have that tool there that I'm using to guide the thick fabric through. So my sewing machine doesn't have to work so hard. I'm actually pretty lucky to have this sewing machine. I was doing some sewing one day and I got up away from the table and I was actually sitting in my desk chair, so it's one of those swivel chairs, and I turned to get up and the back of the chair hit the table and my sewing machine went flying across the floor. So I'm lucky that it's actually still working. I did break off a few things, but they weren't essential, so very fortunate. So another little one done. So now I'll just iron them. I feel like using the steam iron that it sanitizes, I want to say, the fabric. And I will say as well that the only time I tried on one of these masks is the first one I made. I tried it on to make sure it fit me. And that's the one I kept for myself. And since it worked out fine, I don't try on any of the other ones. And again, also, I got my husband to try on one, so I made one for him as well. He's also doing the same work I do. There we go, right on. It's done. Okay, so there you have it. A child's mask. Reversible, washable. It does not have a filter. But however, it will. I watched a instruction video today from someone. They were doing these fabric masks from a hospital, and I'm thinking it was And they were doing masks for the possibility of running out of masks at the hospital. Now they were doing them and then inserting filters. You can, if you are making your own, you can use filters. They said the filters in the medical grade masks they're doing is equivalent to, hear this now, equivalent to a vacuum bag. So she said if you were able to go to the hardware store or somewhere that sells vacuum bags, you can use those. You can cut them, so you would need to at least have this much right here covered, because that would have to go over the nose and mouth. And that will protect. And she also said without the filter, this mask would cut back on more than 50% of the air that we breathe, so any contaminants, we're saving ourselves that much more. So this, obviously, is better than having nothing with the shortage of masks today. And it's certainly better than what I was doing Friday evening with a scarf wrapped around my face. So this is the better alternative. You've seen how I steam ironed these. The material also was steam ironed before I even began. So in the full process, I have ironed my masks about 4 times. So even the steam in the iron is going to cut back on any contaminants that would be found in the fabric. And so you wash and wear. Don't share them, whatever you do. They're not meant to be shared. And you can use them on either side because they are reversible if you use 2 different kinds of fabric. And but you'll want to, if you wear it this way, you're going to want to wash it before you wear it this way. That would defeat the purpose. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope it's helpful as you watch this video, and take care, everybody. Be safe. Stay home if you possibly can. Stay home. I know it's very uncertain times and scary for many, but we just need to pay attention to what our officials are telling us to do and stay home. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and you